motherfucker?
Hold up, I hope y'all watching this shit.
First round, real quick.
People that are in those training rooms with him know how good.
Because he just knocked dudes out real quick in the first round.
Yeah, but now we're gonna get a good. I might fuck with this guy. To me, I thought he was a con artist, just based off his look.
They're at edge.
Holy shit! What the hell just happened?
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show. Thursday, January 13th, 2022. Got a pretty good slate of games today. We'll talk some NBA. We'll talk NFL playoffs coming up. Wild card weekend starts this Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. You actually get a Monday wild card game. First time for that. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. Before we get started, don't forget we're live Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern, with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Running a little late today because I was having some technical issues and was working on some things and lost track of time. But Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We're also live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room, or Sports Talk Show. Come join us for that. That's always an entertaining conversation every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Both those shows are live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. You can find both Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room in podcast form on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Also, follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. That's where we post everything about all the shows. Our daily picks from Easy Money, a sports betting show, go on social media. Interview announcements, big show announcements, all that stuff gets posted on our social media. Also, don't forget, last Sunday we released the first episode of our new weekly pro wrestling podcast, GWR. You can find that on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find it. If you'd like the video version, you can find it on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. Go check out our YouTube page, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you get notifications of when we're live. Check out our merch store, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. You can see some of our t-shirts behind me here. We have hats, hoodies, beanies, a lot of different things on there. Go check out that merch store. Get yourself some GWR, GSR, or Easy Money gear. All right, let's jump right into some games here. Let's see. All right, first game we have. We'll start in the NBA. First game we have is the Golden State Warriors at the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks are 1-point favorites. They're minus 116 on the money line. The Warriors are minus 102 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 223.5. The Warriors are 30-10 on the season. The Bucks are 26-17. The Warriors have they've been on fire pretty much all season. Have hit a little rough patch. They're 1-3 in their last 4 games. Draymond Green is doubtful for this game. They did get Klay Thompson back on Sunday. He's played a couple games now. Played about 20 minutes in both games. It's looked pretty good. Once he gets back in full swing, I think they're going to be better. But they need Draymond Green healthy for that team to go where they want to go. But yeah, that's something I'd keep an eye on today. If you were going to bet this game, is C. Green's status. Like I said, as of last night, he was doubtful. The Bucks are 26-17. They've lost 2 in a row. Drew Holiday has missed the last 2 games. Grayson Allen and George Hill have also missed. They're in health and safety protocol. This, like I said, it's a game I'll be interested in seeing exactly who's all in. But I like the Warriors here on the money line. I think the Warriors are going to get a big win on the road tonight. And I would lean toward the over the 223.5. Next game is the Minnesota Timberwolves at the Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are 4-point favorites at home. They're minus 162 on the money line. The T-Wolves are plus 136 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 231. All right, the Timberwolves are 20-21 on the season. They lost to the Pelicans on Tuesday night. They're good defensively, but they struggle offensively. They just go in too many droughts where they don't score points. This will be the final game of a 4-game road trip for the Timberwolves. The Grizzlies are 29-14, and they've been hot lately. Ja Morant's been balling. They beat Golden State 116-108 on Tuesday. The Grizzlies ranked 6th in offense efficiency and 7th in defensive efficiency during this stretch or on the season. They've won 10 in a row, winning by an average of 12 points per game in this 10-game winning streak. So the Grizzlies have been on fire. I look for that to continue tonight against the Minnesota Timberwolves. I just don't think the Timberwolves are going to have enough offense to keep up with the Grizzlies. I like the T-Wolves at the -4. Or not T-Wolves, Grizzlies. I mean, I like the Grizzlies at the -4. I don't think the T-Wolves will be able to keep up with the Grizzlies. And I would lean toward the under the 231 on this game. All right. Next game is the Los Angeles Clippers at the New Orleans Pelicans. Whoa, wrong button. All right, give me 1 second. I just knocked my screen off. We have the Clippers at the Pelicans. The Pelicans are actually favorites in this game. Clippers are playing with a lot of injuries. Let me get this pulled back up real quick, and we'll. That's not what I'm trying to do. Clippers are 21-21 on the season. They've won 2 in a row. George is sidelined with an elbow injury, and of course, Kawhi Leonard still hasn't played all season yet. So they have been struggling. There we go. Now I think it's actually going to let me look at what I wanted to look at. All right, Clippers at the Pelicans. Sorry about that. Pelicans are 3.5-point favorites. They're minus 174 on the money line. The Clippers are plus 146 on the money line. Over-under for this game's at 214. The Clippers are 21-21. They've won 2 in a row. Paul George has been sidelined with an elbow injury. The Pelicans are 15-26. They've been playing 500 ball their last 10. They're 5-5 their last 10. Zion is getting close to playing. He's actually traveling with the team now. The Pelicans are 6-2 ATS their last 8 home games. So they have been covering at home. They've been playing better. The Clippers have been struggling, which they did, but they did come up with a big win against the Nuggets the other night. Amir Coffey went off and carried them to a victory that night. I like the Clippers here on the money line. I just can't trust the Pelicans. They're so streaky offensively and defensively. I think the Clippers are going to pull out another win tonight. Then we have the Oklahoma City Thunder at the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets are 5.5-point favorites. They're minus 225 on the money line. The Thunder are plus 188 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 217. The Thunder are 13-27. They lost to the Washington Wizards on Tuesday. They're on a 5-game losing streak, and they've been losing by an average of 11 points during this 5-game losing streak. The Nets came out last night and just put it on the Bulls. Ended up winning 138-112. Durant's averaging just short of 30 points a game. Nets are 26-14 on the season. I like the Nets in this one tonight at the minus 5.5. Nets won't have Kyrie tonight because it's a home game. But I'll tell you what, the Nets looked good last night with having everybody. But I like the Nets here at the minus 5.5. Then we have the Portland Trailblazers at the Denver Nuggets. Portland just keeps getting bad news after bad news. But the Nuggets are 11-point favorites in this game, minus 700 on the money line. The Trailblazers are plus 500 on the money line. Over/under for this game is set at 211. Trailblazers, it was announced yesterday that Damian Lillard is going to have abdominal surgery, so he's going to be out. The Blazers were already struggling defensively as a team, and they just don't have enough offense to make up for Lillard being out. The Nuggets didn't look very good Tuesday night against the Clippers, getting beat by a Clippers team with no Paul George or no Kawhi. They just don't have enough help. I mean, Murray's out. You have Porter Jr. out, and Jokic was trying to do everything himself, and they turned the ball over too many times. I like the Nuggets to win this game, but 11 points to me is too many. I'll lean more toward the over the 211, but what also kind of strays me away from that is that who's going to pick up the points that the 25 to 30 points a night that Damian Lillard has been giving you? So that's another concern on the over. So this is a game I'm probably going to stay away from this game. Probably going to stay away from this game and go with I would maybe lean toward the over. But like I said, it scares me a little bit with Damian Lillard being out. And 11 points after the way I watched the Nuggets play the other night, I can't give up 11 points. All right, that's all of today's NBA games. Come on, I'm trying to get over here. Let's talk. There's a couple college basketball games I'd like to talk about. First one is Ohio State at Wisconsin. I think it's going to be a good game to watch tonight. Wisconsin is 3.5-point favorites at home. They're minus 176 on the money line. Ohio State is plus 146 on the money line. Over/under for this game is set at 141. Ohio State's 10-3 on the season. Wisconsin's 13-2 on the season. Ohio State beat Wisconsin 73-55 a month ago. Wisconsin plays at a slower pace. They are 3-1 ATS at home in conference. I like Ohio State in this game as underdogs on the money line at the plus 146. I think Ohio State's the better team. I think they had showed that about a month ago. I don't think there's going to be that much regression from a 73 to 55 game. I like Ohio State tonight on the money line. You get that at plus 146. Butler and Georgetown. Game's almost a pick 'em. Butler's 1-point favorites. They're minus 115 on the money line. Georgetown's minus 104 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 138.5. I like Georgetown in this game basically because they're at home. And so I would lean towards Georgetown in that game. Other game that I really wanted to talk about was the Indiana Hoosiers at the Iowa Hawkeyes. Iowa's 5-point favorites at home. They're minus 220 on the money line. Indiana is plus 180 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 150.5. Indiana is 11-4 on the season. They're good defensively. They're ranked 11th by Ken Palm in defensive efficiency. Iowa is poor defensively, but they're strong offensively. So it's going to be a battle of two strengths. I like Indiana here. I think Indiana's going to come up with a big road win tonight. I'll take Indiana money line at the plus 180. Any other big? We're starting to get into conference play in college basketball. So this is when we start getting some good college basketball games. Oregon at UCLA. UCLA's 10-point favorites in that game. We also have Colorado at Arizona tonight. Arizona's 15-point favorites in that game. Gonzaga's 15-point favorites hosting BYU. Oregon State and USC. USC's 14.5-point favorites. But yeah, got a good slate of basketball games tonight. Oklahoma State and Texas Tech. Texas Tech is 7.5-point favorites in that game. I like Georgetown. I would lean Georgetown over Butler. Like we talked about Ohio State and Wisconsin. I like Ohio State money line to beat Wisconsin for the second time this season. Stanford at Washington State. Washington State's 7.5-point favorites. Got some good games tonight. I'll be watching this Indiana and Iowa game. I've been a big Indiana Hoosier fan for a long time. I think maybe we finally got the right coach. We've looked pretty good so far here in the early season, but now we're getting into conference play. We'll see what happens in conference play against the rest of a strong Big Ten. All right. Let's see. What else do we have? We got a little bit of hockey tonight. In hockey tonight, you got Vancouver Canucks at the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Lightning are 1.5-point favorites on the puck line, minus 275 money line. The Canucks are plus 220 money line. Over under for this game set at 5.5. I like the Tampa Bay Lightning here at the minus 1.5. Columbus Blue Jackets against the Carolina Hurricanes. The Hurricanes are 1.5-point favorites on the puck line, minus 315 money line. Over-unders at 6.5. I would lean toward the under the 6.5 in this game. Flyers and Bruins. The Boston Bruins are 1.5-point favorites on the puck line. The Flyers are Boston is minus 285 on the money line. Flyers are plus 230 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 6. I like the under. Let's go under the 6 there. New Jersey Devils at the Islanders. Islanders are -1.5 on the puck line, -230 money line. Over-unders 6. I like the Islanders at the -1.5. Winnipeg Jets at the Detroit Red Wings. Winnipeg is -1.5 on the puck line, -125 money line. The Red Wings are home dogs at +104 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 6. I would lean toward the Red Wings here, getting them at home as an underdog. Seattle Kraken at the St. Louis Blues. Blues are -1.5 on the puck line, -205 money line. I like the under the 6 on this game. We got, like I said, a big slate of hockey games tonight. Canadians at the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks are 1.5 point favorites on the puck line, -285 on the money line. Canadians are +205 on the money line. Over-unders 5.5. Penguins at the Kings. Penguins are 1.5 point favorites on the puck line, -138 on the money line. The Kings are home dogs at +115 on the money line. Over-under for this game set at 5.5. I would lean toward the Penguins there at the -138 on the money line. All right, let's talk a little NFL here. Got NFL wild card weekend playoffs start this weekend. First game Saturday at 4:30. As we have the Las Vegas Raiders at the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals are 4.5 point favorites as of now. Over-unders at 49. I like the Bengals here at the -4.5. I think the Bengals are going to win this game by a touchdown. The Patriots at the Bills is Saturday night. Bills are 4 point favorites in this game. This is going to be a defensive battle. Going to be cold. It could come down the run game. That's one thing that does worry me, is that Buffalo has not had a great run game this season. How is their run game going to be able to keep up with New England's run game? New England's had a good run game, and Buffalo don't have the best run defense in the league either. I think weather is going to be a factor in this game. I do like the under the 44. Then Sunday we get the Eagles at the Bucks. I just think this is a bad matchup for the Eagles. The Bucks are 8.5 point favorites. Over-unders at 46. The Eagles are a run-dominant team, and the Bucks have the number one run defense in the NFL. So this is a bad matchup, and I think if the Eagles have to go to try throwing the ball, their passing game just isn't consistent enough, and it's going to probably lead to some turnovers. If the Eagles are throwing the ball, that favors the Bucks. Then Sunday afternoon at 4:30, we get the 49ers at the Cowboys. The Cowboys are 3 point favorites. Over-under for this game set at 51. I like the 49ers in this game. At the +136 on the money line. I think the 49ers is just a bad matchup for the Cowboys. 49ers have a good defense, and Jimmy G is starting to get, as last couple of games has played better, starting to get a little healthier. I like the 49ers in that game. Then Sunday night we get the Steelers at the Chiefs. Chiefs are up to 12.5 point favorites. Over-under for this game is at 46.5. 12.5 is a lot of points, but it's still not enough points for me to take Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's defense is going to have to play a heck of a game to keep the Steelers in this game, in my opinion. And then Monday night, last game. This will be the first time to have a Monday night wild card game. The last game of the week, we have the Arizona Cardinals at the Los Angeles Rams. This should be a great game. Rams are 3.5 point favorites. Over and under for this game's at 49.5. Both these teams have had their up and downs this year. You got two quarterbacks that are wanting to make a statement in the playoffs. Stafford had been in Detroit all these years and has never really got to play in the playoffs and prove that he can be a big game quarterback. Well, he's going to get his chance. And he struggled here a little bit coming down the stretch. He's had a couple weeks where he's thrown, 3 interceptions one game, another game he had 2 interceptions. They won those games, but in the playoffs, you're not going to be able to overcome 2 or 3 turnovers in a game. Turnovers were even magnified more in the playoffs. The Cardinals were on a hot stretch, and they had some injuries, but then they've turned it around. If they can get their offense going, they can be real dangerous. They need to get Chandler Jones going on the defensive side of the ball and get some pressure on Stafford. And they're going to have to be able to block Aaron Donald. They can't let Aaron Donald take over this game and be a disruptive factor in this game. If Aaron Donald is getting to Kyler Murray, the Cardinals are going to be in trouble. I'm leaning toward the Rams here, just because I think they've been playing a little bit more consistent coming down the stretch. All right, let's get to my picks of the day before we get out of here. All right, my picks of the day in the NBA. I like the Golden State Warriors money line against the Milwaukee Bucks. I like the Memphis Grizzlies -4. I like the Los Angeles Clippers money line against the Pelicans. I like the Brooklyn Nets -5.5 against the OKC Thunder. In college basketball, I like the Indiana Hoosiers money line against Iowa. And I like Ohio State money line against Wisconsin. All right, just to recap, I like the Warriors money line. The Grizzlies -4. Los Angeles Clippers money line. The Brooklyn Nets -5.5. College basketball, the Indiana Hoosiers money line. And the Ohio State Buckeyes money line. That's going to be my picks for today. I appreciate everybody joining us today. Hope everybody is having a good week. Don't forget, we will be live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show, and we'll also be live tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. And then this Saturday night, we're going to be live in Shelbyville, Indiana for New Era Wrestling, New Year's Revolution. They have a stacked card. If you're a pro wrestling fan and you're around the Shelbyville area, come check this out. Come check this show out. If you cannot make it to Shelbyville, GSR Gonzo Sports Room is going to be there live, and we'll be live streaming the show on our YouTube and Twitch channels. So come join us for that Saturday night. And then on Sunday, we'll probably go live Sunday for some of the NFL wildcard weekend. I will release more on that tomorrow. Also, Sunday morning at 9. Our new GWR Weekly Pro Wrestling Podcast first episode dropped last Sunday. The new episode will drop this week at 9 a.m. Sunday morning on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find it. You can also find the video version on YouTube if you'd like to watch the video version of it. And that'll also drop at 9 a.m. this Sunday morning. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. That's where we post all the information about all of our shows. Check us out on YouTube. Please hit that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it. We're almost up to 150 subscribers on our YouTube page. We're trying to reach that goal by the end of this week. So please hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell so you get notifications of when we're live. Also, we got, this Tuesday night at 7 p.m., we got a big interview as owner of Warrior Pro Wrestling. Buck Sexton will be joining the show, so make sure you join us for that on Tuesday. And then Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Coda Holiday Pro Wrestler will be joining us. But you don't want to miss them 2 interviews coming up next week. But I want to thank everybody for joining us today. We will see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Be safe. Have a good night. Peace.